So I did not realize this until I had already made my tea, but I'm wearing a lot of red right now. It's a damn good cup of tea though. Hi! Welcome to that. I don't know where all this energy's come from. I think it's because I had a really good veggie bowl for lunch, and so now I'm like hype and ready to go. Hi! Hello! This is probably the most requested video ever on my channel, and since I'm moving in a month, I figured that there was no better time. Welcome to my apartment tour! Woo! Love this apartment. I love it a lot. I've lived here for about 2 years now. I've lived here for just under 2 years by the time that I moved. And I love it a lot. It's a very good apartment. I'm moving because I'm moving in with my boyfriend. So we'll be moving in together in March. And I wanted to make sure to give you guys an apartment tour of this space before I left it because it's such a good space. It's a little studio apartment, but it's great because it doesn't feel... I mean, it's a studio in that my living room is my bedroom, is my office. But at least my kitchen is separated, so that helps a lot in making it feel more of a sort of complete space, so I don't just have to stare at everything all the time. It's 500 square feet. I think it's just over 500 square feet. I have an interior designer for a mother, which helps a lot. So she helped me a lot in getting sort of the whole space situated, and especially helping me with storage stuff, just because as a small business owner, and since I run everything from my house, I basically had to figure out a way to store all my stuff in my house, and that was not something that I had to deal with when I first moved here, but I had to deal with that pretty in the fall of 2017. So basically fixed that by, I got this bed from IKEA, this bed frame from IKEA, so I had storage space under there. Also, I used to have one bookshelf, but traded it out for 2 bookshelves, so that way I could also have more storage space, and I have storage space in my closet. Fun fact, everything in my apartment is from IKEA or Goodwill, and then I think some of my pillows are from World Market, and maybe my sheets are from Target. But like, pretty much everything is from IKEA and Goodwill, so shout out to Goodwill! Like I said, I love this place a lot. I've got these 3 nice big windows, which are super handy, and I have this big tree outside, and I kind of wish that I had filmed this in the summertime so y'all could see it like full of leaves and blooms and things, but winter. So usually I just like wake up and this window is just covered in leaves and it's so pretty, but there was definitely a storm recently that kind of, not like a wind storm, that made the tree kind of like teeter more this way. So actually in the summertime, because the tree is pretty much pressing up against my window, I don't get a lot of light in my apartment because it's just blocked by leaves. So actually in the summertime, my apartment's pretty dim. Also, you'll notice that this side of my apartment, where my desk is and where my bed is and everything, it's really nice and light. But then where my living room is, the reason why I don't film videos in my living room and by my TV and in my closet and stuff is just because there's no light over there. It's very dim. This building is also almost 100 years old. And so this apartment has a lot of character to it, which honestly I love. Personally, I'm not a fan of new construct buildings, just because I feel like they don't have a lot of, the spaces don't have a lot of character and they feel very sterile. Sterile. And I find that having an older place, it's a lot easier to sort of imbue it with character and love and stuff. And the thing is that I spend 80% of my time at home working from home, and so I wanted to make sure that I did everything that I could to make this space as welcoming and comforting and cozy as possible, because my main thing was that whenever I come home, I want it to feel like, oh, like I can relax and I can breathe and I can work, and it is a space that is not going to foster anxiety but instead quell it, and I think that I've done a very good job in that, frankly. So when you first walk in, you have my little super dark entryway, and I've got some coat racks in there. I have a little side table that I just like put my keys on and things so I could stop losing my keys. And then I have my tiny little bathroom. which is not glamorous in any way, shape, or form. It's just a bathroom. And then I have my closet, and my closet is great, actually, because it's huge. A lot of people say that I could sublet it as a second room, and they're probably not wrong. It is very big, and it's basically just a huge storage space for me. I've got my clothes and also everything else in here, like suitcases, toiletries, paper, stationery, shop stuff, like a bunch of stuff just crammed in there. And then I also have an OG One Direction poster on the back of the door because I found that in a sticker book, One Direction sticker book that I got from the dollar store in like 2013, and it made me so happy, so I had to buy it. And so I just put that up on my door, and I will never ever lose that poster. I'm gonna take it with me everywhere. And then as you come into the space, the guy that lived here before me had it where his bed was on the side of the apartment where my couch is, and I didn't want people to walk through my bedroom to get to my living room. And so I made it so that my living room was sort of the first initial space, and then my bed was going to be further into the apartment. And so as you walk through, I've got these two bookcases, which are from IKEA. They are, I think they're called the aahhh shelves. They're kind of like part of the DIY thing where you can make your own shelving units and stuff. And they were super cheap and also great because the wood is so light and because they themselves are open, it feels like it opens up the space a lot. And so I'm really, really happy that my mom convinced me to get rid of my old, really tall, dark bookshelf and replace it with these two. I also have more storage space. And then I have my TV, and then my little media console, which is very rickety because I got it from Goodwill so my old roommate got it from Goodwill in like 2011, maybe? No, 2011, I wasn't even in college. She got it in 2014. She got it from Goodwill in 2014 for like 20 bucks. I think it's fallen apart. But it does, it's where I keep my games and my consoles and all that stuff. And then we have I have a mirror hanging on the wall so I can make sure that I look good before I leave in the morning. And then I've got my little living room area. The table is from World Market. The mirrors actually, my mom always says that hanging mirrors in a small space helps a lot because it instantly opens it up more. And she's not wrong. Also, hanging stuff on these walls was a bit of a nightmare because they are concrete, and so it is very, very hard to nail things into it. So we to hang those up particularly, we could have just gotten command hooks looking back, but instead we opted for like concrete nails. So we found like a very sort of special particular hook setup. So we were able to get those hung up. And those mirrors are actually from my family's old farmhouse in Sweden. They're not quite like a family heirloom, I would say, but it feels cool because it's a part of history and stuff. And also I just think they're really pretty and I love the color on them. And then I have a tiny little gallery wall to the left of my sofa. I have three gallery walls, I guess. But basically what I do is I just go to Goodwill and I find pretty frames that I like, and then I just print out pictures on the internet and I stick them in there. And that's a gallery wall, so you don't even have to spend money on a bunch of paintings. It's great. And then you can put up the exact art that you want to put up, or if you have prints from your favorite artists, you can stick them in there. So that couch is from IKEA, the lamp is from Target, and then we keep walking over further into my apartment and you have Sophie's little cat tree, which isn't cute, but she loves it, so I'm not gonna take that from her. And then we have my bed. It's a bed. I'm going to be selling it because this is a full size, and Connor and I are going to be getting a queen size mattress, which I'm so excited about. We'll be hopefully moving into a 2-bedroom, so I can maybe get a bed that's a little lower to the ground, but I wouldn't mind. I kind of really like the height of this one, TBH. So yeah, it's like kind of a 4-poster thing. It's very cute. I like having the poster above it because then I could hang up that little rainbow garland that I made. I originally hung that up for Pride last year, and then I just kept it up because I really like it because it's rainbow and fun and it makes me happy. And then I have another little gallery wall behind there. I usually change out the pictures in my gallery walls with the seasons, so I think these ones I changed out for last summer, but I just forgot to change them for the winter time, so they're still very bright and summery. And then I have this little good vibes only banner that I got a while ago at Paper Source. And then I have this thing where I hang my necklaces. I don't wear a lot of necklaces, save for this one. I pretty much wear this one and one other one from Madewell. But I have that there as a storage thing anyway. I'm probably gonna be getting rid of a lot of those necklaces. I'm Marie Kondoing my whole place, so looking to downsize a lot. My bedside table is from Goodwill. I got that within like my first week of moving here. It was like 12 bucks. Because I was like, I need a bedside table. And there's that one. I really like it, but it is a little sort of like dusty and grimy, so I'll probably refinish it like I was meaning to do when I first got it. And then Sophie also has a little bed right there because it's right in front of the heater, and so she likes to sleep there when it's cold. And then I have my windowsills, which I use mainly as a source of storage. And then I have right here, I have Sophie's little window perch where she sits next to me while I work. Yes, it is a SpongeBob blanket because she had this at the shelter and I did not want to take that from her. And then we have my desk, which I love. People ask me all the time about like where I get my posters from and stuff, and where I get my photos from and what I hang things up with. I hang up my photos with washi tape. It's just straight up washi tape, and the pictures and things with stuff that I have collected over years and years and years of loving art. And it's also like even pictures that I find online that I really like that I will just print out, or it's prints from some of my favorite artists. And then I also have these little like wall grid things that I got off Amazon, and these are more sort of for mementos and memories and my Polaroids and stuff. The desk itself is also from IKEA. It's the Hilver desk. And I have a set of, I think, Alex drawers beneath it, and I really like this setup because the desk is quite spacious. Ideally, if we are able to move into a 2-bedroom, I would love having like a full-blown studio so I can have 2 desks, so I can have more space to spread out. So I kind of have one area that's dedicated for packing orders, and I have another area that's dedicated just for making stuff. But right now, everything's kind of consolidated. And then also next to my desk, I have shipping envelopes and stickers and an empty Imperfect Produce box because I use that to haul my orders to the post office. I really love my desk. Again, I spend so much time at home. It is so important to me to make it as calming and welcoming and as lovely to be in as possible. And that's something that a lot of people say when they come over. They say that my space is very cozy. And I was like, well, that's on brand, ain't it? And then if we wander into the kitchen, my little kitchen. I love my kitchen. My favorite part of my kitchen is the fact that I have I have this cute little cupboard thing, which is where I keep all my mugs, so I can just constantly see all my mugs all the time. And so whenever people come over for tea, I'm like, you can choose your own mug. It's like an adventure. I really like my kitchen. I wish that I had a gas range, but we can't get everything we want in life. And then I've got, your standard cabinets. There's no like designated pantry, so one of my cabinets is just my pantry. And then also I have a secret hidden ironing board in the wall from like when the place was originally constructed, so I don't know how old this ironing board is, but it works and I use it. My dining table is also from IKEA. It costs like $75. It's just like the basic raw wood one. It's covered in food stains, so what I'm probably gonna do is restain it, or what I'll probably do is end up just sanding it down and then just staining the top so it's a little bit darker, and then sealing it so that way shit doesn't get onto it anymore. And then my dining chairs, fun fact, I got them for $4 a piece from Goodwill, and I love them. They're not like a complete set, but they all look so similar, no one can really tell. So there was an old, the kitchen had an ice box from like back before refrigerators were a thing, and so there was an ice box, and I turned it into my tea cabinet, and the lighting again in here is so bad so you can't really see it, but I have a tea cabinet and it makes me so happy, and it's just all my tea. But yeah, my kitchen's be cute. I like sitting in there and drawing and spending time and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of my whole apartment. So it's full of, I have so much, I just have so much random little things, so it's full of random knickknacks and who's and what's its that I've collected over the years. A lot of my random little decor things, again, I get from Goodwill or from local thrift shops, and I kind of just always have my eye out for things that will make me happy and bring comfort and joy to my home. It's definitely not sort of like, it's not like a picture perfect Instagram ready space, but it is a space that I live in, and it feels lived in, and it feels like a home, which is the most important thing to me. And I love it so much, and I love being here, which is also super important because I work from home, and so I need to enjoy the space that I'm in 90% of the time. And little Sophie has been the most incredible addition to my home. And I'm excited to build a new home together with Connor. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. That's my space. I love it a lot. And I hope you do too. And the next one will be just as cozy and lovely. It will be different, but it will still be good. So yeah, I'll be sure to do a house tour, apartment tour of that once I get it all set up. And I promise that I won't make you wait as long. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little look into my tiny little cozy corner of the world. I love you a lot. I will talk to you soon, and stay brilliant. Bye!